Express arriving on time. Wait a minute. What in the blazes is that on the
Something on
track?
the track.
Caribou crossing. What in the name of Mike? Make it out to be at least 1,000, maybe even 1,000,000. Oh, this is some serious killing. We are in a jam, a tight spot. Steamer! Clear those caribou off the track.
That's right, everyone. Help us say it. Clear those caribou off the track. Clear those caribou off the track. Clear those caribou off the track. Clear those caribou off the track.
All ahead. Oh!
Okay.
Welcome aboard, young man. We've been expecting you.
You have?
Nice to see you.
Yes.
Well, this is a report from the conductor, and it says here, no photo with the department store Santa this year, no letter to Santa, and you made your sister put out the milk and cookies. Is all that true?
Yes, ma'am.
Well then, sounds to me like this is your crucial year. Ticket, please.
I'm not sure I have a ticket.
Try your pocket.
There's nothing in this pocket. There's a hole in it.
Try your other pocket. Thank you, sir.
This stamp looks like a letter. What does it mean?
Nothing I need to know. Take your seat, young man.
Well, hello there, everyone. Now, how many of you could see me? Raise your hand if you could see me. Maybe some of you can, some of you can't, but one thing is for sure. Seeing is believing. Am I right? Sure I am. Seeing is believing. But sometimes the most real things in the world are the things we can't see. Where's my manners? For those of you who can see me, allow me to introduce myself. I'm the proud owner of this train. It's like I'm the king of this train. The king of the Polor Express. So, I hop aboard this rattler anytime I feel like it. And I like to meet the Polex passengers because I'm very curious to see those golden tickets of yours, if you don't mind. For those of you that has a golden ticket, hold them up for me, will ya? High in the air. Well, looky there. Those are official, authentic, genuine tickets to ride. I'd keep those in a safe place if I was you. They was given all these for a reason. Even to some of you, can I say, of the elder persuasion who maybe forget things. Maybe you're a doubter. Maybe you don't believe. Now, I'd like to take a look at some of those golden tickets of yours, if you don't mind. Hold those tickets high in the air for me. Ain't that a beautiful sight? Oh, yup, this is an official, authentic, genuine ticket to ride.
Make sure you hit
Good
the
looky
notification.
here, huh? Oh, what's this
Hit that
mean?
notification button, too.
Oh, I'd keep this in a safe place if I was you. This is your crucial year, huh? And looky over here. Oh, now this is a beautiful ticket to ride the Polor Express.
What?
Your attention, please. Are there any Polar Express passengers in need of refreshment? I thought so. Anyone for hot chocolate?
Yeah. Well, might as well.
Ooh, we got it. Hey, we got it. Say, we got it. Oh, we got it. So, we got it. Yo, we got it. Here we only got one rule. Never let it cool. Keep it cooking in the pot. Sweetheart. Oh, we got it. Hey, we got it. Say, we got it. Oh, we got it. So, we got it. Yo, we got it. Here we only got one rule. Never, ever let it cool. Never, ever let it cool.
haunted.
We got it. Yo, we got it. Here we are.
Why? Why? No one looks out the window.
Right back to some more, everyone. I'll be right back.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
There you go.
You can't open with one hand. This is surely a cookie. Oh, looks like there's no one It must be hard outside. Who's tired? Yeah, open. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. I got the cookie. Yes, there's something wonderful thing. You probably want to do that.
How's your hot chocolate? It always reminds me of a melted chocolate bar. I have a question for all of you. Does anyone know what kind of train this is? Anyone? That's right, it is in fact the Polor Express, but this train is also something else.
I know what kind of train this is. It's a Baldwin 284 S3 class steam locomotive built in 1931 at the Baldwin Locomotive Works. It weighs 456,000 pounds and has one unpowered leading axle followed by 4 powered and coupled driving axles and 2 trailing axles all mounted in a bogie.
Barry is such a know-it-all. Andy is right, it is all of those things, but...
You're probably wondering what a bogie is. It's a framework for carrying wheels. This train has 14 bogies.
This train is also a magic train.
Oh yeah, it's also a magic train.
And aboard a magic train, a lot of magical things can happen.
Like you can have hot chocolate and sugar cookies. My favorite cookie, which was invented in 1752 in Northampton County, Pennsylvania.
So keep your eyes and ears open, because you never know what can happen today on the Polor Express.
Also known as the magic train.
Or what special people you might meet.
Now you're talking about me.
Or what you could learn.
Coffee.
Even me? Because I already know a lot of things.
Even
On the
you.
train, I'm in.
Well, surprisingly, there is one thing I don't know. Does anyone have something stamped on his or her ticket? Because I do.
Everyone should have something stamped on their ticket that I think was chosen just for them.
Mine looks like it says L-E. And I have no idea what L-E stands for. What's stamped on your ticket?
By the end of our journey today, everyone should know what that stamp means.
On the magic train.
That's right. And speaking of magic, can anyone tell me the name of a magical elf
I have a
that's
bee.
far away up at the North Pole?
Oh, I know. Pick me, pick me, pick me.
I heard someone say Santa Claus.
I knew that.
And now can anyone tell me what Santa Claus says?
Oh, I know.
That's right. Ho, ho, ho.
I knew that too.
And now, on the count of 3, I want to hear everyone's ho, ho, ho's as loud and as funny as you can. Are you ready?
Ready? 1,
3,
2, 3.
Oh, ho, 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 say, those were some good impressions, but let me ask all of you something. What exactly is your persuasion on the big man since you brought it up? You all sounded like him, but do you really believe?
Well, I want to believe, but there's no...
Ah, yes, you. Would you mind repeating that?
I said I want to believe, but...
But it's all a bunch of humbug, a bout of indigestion. You're a doubter. You don't want to be kind of duped. You don't want to be bamboozled, railroaded. Seeing is believing, am I right? Right. Well, remember, kid, sometimes the most real things in the world are the things that we can't see.
Wait,
I used to have a Samsung.
can you tell me about my ticket?
What about it?
There's something stamped on it.
Looks like a letter to me.
Well, what does it mean?
Nothing I need to know. Let me ask you something, kid. What do you hear?
I don't hear anything.
Let me ask all of you. All of you who could see me. Raise your hand if you could hear something.
Oh, me.
Hardly anyone hears it. Well then, I'd hold on tight to those golden tickets if I was you. This is your crucial year.
Young man, why aren't you in your seat?
Well, I was just talking to the king of the Polor Express.
I'm sorry, who?
That guy right there.
I don't see anyone.
He's right there. He's pretending to be Santa Claus.
Nope, I don't see anyone, and I don't hear anything. Wait, I do hear something. It's a bell. Someone is shaking a bell.
You can hear his bell.
Whose bell? Young man, I think it's best if you take your seat.
Kelsey, look! This really is a magic train. I found my favorite story, The Polor Express by Chris Van Allsburg.
On Christmas
You want to sit
Eve,
right here so you can
years
film?
ago, I lay quietly in my bed. I did not rustle the sheets. I breathed slowly and silently. I was listening for a sound a friend had told me I'd never hear. The ringing bells of Santa's sleigh. There is no Santa, my friend had insisted, but I knew he was wrong. Late that night, I did hear sounds, though not of ringing bells. From outside came the sounds of hissing steam and squeaking metal. I looked through my window and saw a train standing perfectly still in front of my house. It was wrapped in an apron of steam. Snowflakes fell lightly around it. A conductor stood at the open door of one of the cars. He took a large pocket watch from his vest, then looked up at my window. I put on my slippers and robe. I tiptoed downstairs and out the door. All aboard! The conductor cried out. I ran up to him. Well, he said, are you coming? Where? I asked. Why, to the North Pole, of course, was his answer. This is the Polor Express. I took his outstretched hand, and he pulled
Wow,
me
you enjoying
aboard.
that cookie?
The train was filled with
you like
other
that cookie?
children, all in pajamas and nightgowns. We sang Christmas carols and ate candies with nougat centers as white as snow. We drank hot cocoa as thick and rich as melted chocolate bars. Outside, the lights of towns and villages flickered in the distance as the Polor Express raced northward. Soon, there were no more lights to be seen. We traveled through cold, dark forests where lean wolves roamed, and white-tailed rabbits hid from our train as it thundered through the quiet wilderness. We climbed mountains so high it seemed as if we would scrape the moon. But the Polor Express never slowed down. Faster and faster we ran along, rolling over peaks and through valleys like a car on a roller coaster. The mountains turned into hills, the hills to snow-covered peaks. We crossed a barren desert of ice. The great polar ice cap. Lights appeared in the distance. They looked like the lights of a strange ocean liner sailing on a frozen sea. There, said the conductor, is the North Pole. The North
It was a huge city standing alone at the top of the world, filled with factories where every Christmas toy was made. At first, we saw elves. They are gathering at the center of the city, the conductor told us. That is where Santa will give the first gift of Christmas. Who receives the first gift? We all asked. The conductor answered, he will choose one of you. Look, shouted one of the children, the elves. Outside, we saw hundreds of elves. As our train drew closer to the center of the North Pole, we slowed to a crawl. So crowded were the streets with Santa's helpers. When the Polor Express could go no farther, we stopped, and the conductor led us outside. We pressed through the crowd to the edge of a large open circle. In front of us stood Santa's sleigh. The reindeer were excited. They pranced and paced, ringing the silver sleigh bells that hung from their harnesses. It was a magical sound, like nothing I'd ever heard. Across the circle, the elves moved apart, and Santa Claus appeared. The elves cheered wildly. He marched over to us and, pointing to me, said, let's have this fellow here. He jumped into his sleigh. The conductor handed me up. I sat on Santa's knee, and he asked, now, what would you like for Christmas? I knew that I could have any gift I could imagine. But the thing I wanted most for Christmas was not inside Santa's giant bag. What I wanted more than anything was one silver bell from Santa's sleigh. When I asked, Santa smiled. Then he gave me a hug and told an elf to cut a bell from a reindeer's harness. The elf tossed it up to Santa. He stood holding the bell high above him and called out, the first gift of Christmas! A clock struck midnight as the elves roared their approval. Santa handed the bell to me, and I put it in my bathrobe pocket. The conductor helped me down from the sleigh. Santa shouted out the reindeers' names and cracked his whip. His team charged forward and climbed into the air. Santa circled once above us, then disappeared into the cold, dark polar sky. As soon as we were back inside the Polor Express, the other children asked to see the bell. I reached into my pocket, but the only thing I felt was a hole. I had lost the silver bell from Santa Claus's sleigh. Let's hurry outside and look for it, one of the children said. But the train gave a sudden lurch and started moving. We were on our way home. It broke my heart to lose the bell. When the train reached my house, I sadly left the other children. I stood in my doorway and waved goodbye. The conductor said something from the moving train, but I couldn't hear him. What? I yelled out. He cupped his hands around his mouth. Merry Christmas! He shouted. The Polor Express let out a loud blast from its whistle and sped away. On Christmas morning, my little sister Sarah and I opened our presents. When it looked as if everything had been unwrapped, Sarah found one last small box behind the tree. It had my name on it. Inside was the silver bell. There was a note. Found this on the seat of my sleigh. Fix that hole in your pocket. Signed, Mr. C. I shook the bell. It made the most beautiful sound my sister and I had ever heard. But my mother said, oh, that's too bad. Yes, said my father, it's broken. When I'd shaken the bell, my parents had not heard a sound. At one time, most of my friends could hear the bell, but as years passed, it fell silent for all of them. Even Sarah found one Christmas that she could no longer hear its sweet sound. Though I've grown old, the bell still rings for me, as it does for all who truly believe.
Attention, attention. We are approaching Glacier Gulch, which happens to be the steepest downhill grade in the world. So I would advise you to hold on tight.
I'm holding on tightly.
What was that?
Oh, yeah.
Jiminy Christmas! It seems that something or someone has landed on the roof of this train. I'm off to the roof to investigate.
our spring chat. How are you? Polor Express. Mimi?
The first gift of Christmas. Oh! This bell is a wonderful symbol of the spirit of Christmas. As am I. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Better keep that in a safe place. Just remember, the true spirit of Christmas lies in your heart for all who truly believe.
I am a max believer. Hear it. Hear it. Anyone here, Jay? Look at me, Jay. Oh, why? Noah, where's Noah? Noah's. Yeah, I'm crashing the game. Yeah, I already crashed it. It's empty? It's empty? She waved at the stream, everybody. She waved at the stream. Sorry, there is no viewers on the stream. We must spread the word of our change. We must. The letter B inside. B. Vietnam.
What you got there? Good for you.
Just for streaming and ordering.
We have a great Christmas. Mine was pretty good. I had to drink my beer. Yeah, I was. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. You have a great Christmas. What was your favorite part? Presents. I hope you get a lot more next year. Next year's going to be better. Did you have a fun Christmas? Awesome.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Your attention, everyone. Look to the back of the car. Santa's about to leave.
Just remember, the true spirit of Christmas lies in your heart. For all who truly believe. Oh, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, Santa. Goodbye.
Merry Christmas!
Mom. Do that.
You were good this year?
Did you want a photo all together?
Yeah. Yeah, can you please?
Already. Is it just this row?
Yeah. Boy, come see.
Here.
Boy, come here.
Put it nice and close.
Come here, boy. Smile. Thank you, sir. You're welcome.
I wish upon a star and tried hard to believe that even though it's far, you'd find me Christmas Eve. I know that Santa's busy, but my wishing heart is gone. I think of him when Christmas comes to town.
No, keep it.
The best time of the year when everyone comes home with all this Christmas cheer. It's hard to be alone. Putting up the Christmas tree with friends to come around. It's so much fun when Christmas comes to town. Presents for the children.
It's supposed to make a
All the things I heard about, but never really seen. No one will be
Boy, be careful.
sleeping on the
Stuck?
night of Christmas Eve, knowing Santa's arm is on.
How about that photo? Ready for a photo?
No, leave it. Grab it.
Just this row?
Grab it. Hurry up.
Like right there.
Who's watching? Nobody, right? Why you still live? You wasting your minute. You ignore the internet. I'm telling you. Do you have followers? Yeah, but you don't have them right now, right?
Presents for the children, wrapped around me.
The lady shows us.
All the things I
Why don't you
heard
work for your daddy?
about,